I'm going to give you guys raw advice on how I unstuck my agency from 8K a month. As you can see, I did 8K in January, I did 9K again in February, and then I did 37K in March. And all the advice I'm going to give you, if you actually listen and stay and watch the whole video, I'm saying you watch the whole video and take in everything I say in this video, you will unstuck your agency. I did it myself, and I did it for a lot of people. So go ahead and lock in. It's going to be completely raw and no edits on how you can go ahead and triple your agency's revenue in the next 30 days. So the first thing I really want you guys to realize is you have a few clients. Like, you closed a few clients. You're making a little bit of money now. Like, you know how to close clients. You know how to get appointments, right? And it's just a volume issue, bro. Like, it's the volume. You don't have the volume. Like, you know how to close clients, or like you know how to close clients now. You know how to onboard them. You know how to you fulfill me a little bit. Just that, like, you just don't have enough clients. And I guess for you to get more clients, you just need more appointments. And you have the system where you get more appointments. You already have the system. It's just really about you doing more of it. It doesn't matter what the system is. If let's say we did your first 5K, or let's say your first 8K, or maybe your first 11K, or 12K, or even like 15K, right? What did you do to get that 15K? If you're doing cold calls, emails, SMS, ads, it doesn't matter. Whatever the system is, you just have to do more of it. Even if it's a cold call system. I have a good boy in mind, and he took a dance from zero to doing his first 70K a month with only cold calls. And I want to say this for you guys to understand. Like, it's not that, oh, I have to do ads for me to scale. No. It's a volume issue. Realize that it's a complete volume issue. Like for example, how are you going to basically diagnose the issue itself is tracking your numbers. Like, for example, if you tracked I was gonna give an example, but let's say if you tracked your cold calls, right? How many calls is it taking to get an appointment? How many appointments is it taking for me to close? What's my show rate? If you do the math around it, right? And I want you to go and do business reverse. I want you to calculate everything, right? After this video, right? Go ahead and calculate everything. Say, okay, how many calls did I make here? How many appointments did I book? What was my show rate? What was my close rate? Right? And do the math around that and say, how many calls do I need to hit for 40K a month? How many calls do I need to hit 80K a month? If you do that math, let's say if you do cold calls, obviously you can't do that, all by yourself, because you've been doing it all yourself. Then hire callers, hire people to make those calls for you. Because if you can hire more people to do more calls, there'll be more volume. That means more appointments, and more appointments means you close more people, and you closing more people, it means to make more money. It's just it's very simple. Like, people overcomplicate this, and they make it seem like, oh, you gotta do this, very complicated, because they just want you to buy their course. They just make it sound so complicated to hitting 80, 100K a month, or whatever it is, because they want you to buy their course. They don't give a fuck about what they're giving. Like, they just want you to buy their course. That's all they really care about, right? And what's talking about second point is that if you want to move fast and you want to scale fast, let's say you're stuck under 10K a month. Like, I just thought back on that thing. Like, I did 8K, I did 9K, and I did 37K. Now, what was that gap? The gap was information. I didn't have the information I needed. Once I got the information, I scaled. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, buy information. Do not be scared to invest and buy info. I'm not telling you to buy my program, or I don't sell I don't sell a program myself. I work basically one-on-one with people. But I'm not telling you to go to work with me. But what I'm saying is, find somebody that you trust, that what he says, it's actually true. And also, he's not just saying some, I guess, BS numbers online, and it's actually not showing proof. Is find someone that you trust and that you believe that can actually help you, and pay for coaching. Pay for coaching. All the money I've made in the past year, I spent $50,000 on coaching in total. Like, I spent over $50,000 on coaching. It's about 52, maybe 53, right? And those are all just one-on-one calls, a lot of coaching programs. If you realize, I'm always in any type of let's say coaching calls I see that's happening with like a high level person that I know has my solution, I'm there because it's information. If you because like if you had the information right now, right? If you had all the information you needed to hit 100K, all the information and skills, you will be at 100K a month. It's just how it works. It's just how business works. Everyone invests in coaching. Like for example, the people that the skills 150K a month, maybe let's 500K a month, they still buy information from who? A person that's one step ahead of them. Like for example, who like I'm pretty sure you guys already know like who's Hormozy, right? Hormozy, right? He has like a whole program on like business, I guess consulting, right? Who goes and buys his programs? People that have a problem and he has a solution. Because a gap between let's say 100K a month and 50K a month, and from less than 50K a month to let's say 10K a month, it's all just information. If you have the information, you will be there. It's just like I'm trying to explain to you guys, like it's really important to buy information. Information, like do not be scared to invest in information. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of people that scam, you know, but it's just information. Like I'll give you guys a really good information. I mean, example. I have one of my mentees, Amir, right? And I hosted a free coaching call for my friend, right? It was just like a call that I hosted for him for like, his students. Because he said, "Oh, I'll be able to make it. You're more like you think you can help me out on this one." I was like, "Sure, hop on." I helped him out for about an hour. It was him and like let's 5 other guys. And at the end, he literally said, "Yo, Mo, do you do coaching?" I was like, "No, I'm really focused on my energy right now. I don't really have time for that right now." Right? And then a few months later, he kept hitting me up saying, "Yo, Mo, I want you to coach me. I need information. I realized I need information." I was like, "Fine. It is what it is. I'll help you out." I helped him out in one call. It was an hour and 30 minutes. I diagnosed everything that's going on in his A&T. I told him it's a volume issue and this. He needs to do this and this and this. He started running ads and scaled his ads. He hit his first 15K a month exactly a month after that. 1 month after that, he went from 1K a month to hitting his first 15K. Right? It's all information. And like a good example will also be I have a good friend of mine. His name is Chris, and I talked to him for maybe like 45 minutes, maybe like an hour, and he was already running ads. He was already have ads, like already has a few clients yet, already has experience. And I literally just told him, "Look, bro, like it's just like I gave him, I guess, a good amount of information, but not anything crazy. He just need like he just had a small gap. It was about his ads, how to scale ads, how to run ads properly. And this man is doing 40K a month now. Because I'm telling you right now, the only problem he had was really just a little bit on his fulfillment side and his ad side. He got the information he needed, and also he was paying for mentorships too. He was paying for mentorships, he was getting information from everywhere, implemented everything. And remember, you can get all the information you want. You can get all the information from, like, I'm talking like, you can hop on a call for a full hour with fucking Eddie Malouf or whoever like the top guys are, but if all the information they give you, you don't implement it, you just waste there's no point. It still all comes down to you. It's not just like you buy something and then boom, I'm rich. No, it still all comes down to you still. So that's really like the I guess like the two important things. And the last thing that really made a big change for me myself was focusing on the right inputs. And by that, I'm not saying that you should be like, I guess like just doing things. Like it's more like only do things that make you money. Like I see so many people just waste their time on shit that does not matter. You get me? Like focus on what's actually gonna make me money. And if you realize there's something in your ENT that's causing like is blocking you. Let's say if you're at 8K a month, but you have like like a few clients that's really like the fulfillment side is really just very challenging for you. You're spending a lot of time on it. You can't take as many sales calls. You can't book as many appointments. Hire somebody. Hire someone as soon as possible. You want to make it so that all day long, as soon as you wake up, you're focused on, okay, how can I make as much money today? How can I book as many appointments and close as many appointments? And also, how can I also help my clients get the best results so that they can also pay me every single month? If you focus on those three things, appointments, sales, and fulfillment that actually drive money in, dude, you will make so much fucking money. I'm telling you right now, you will make so much fucking money. And like, this video is gonna be completely raw. Like, I'm not doing any edits. Like, there's no flashy things in here. There's nothing like I'm talking to you. I'm just giving you information that you need. And like, I'm not like, I don't want to have like a brand or like a channel where I'm just having like, like flashy edits, like dopamine edits. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna do a raw video, and if it can actually just like sit through it and watch the whole thing, and get information, actually implement it, you're already you're already ahead, people. I'm telling you right now, like there's so many people that I see that are just not like they need like this dopamine to always scrolling YouTube. Get information, implement as soon as possible, and trust me, you will see fucking results. And that brings me to my last point: is move with fucking speed. Move with fucking speed. You learn something, implement it. You see something that you think is good, implement it. If you see like a fulfillment trick, like you learn something about like a fulfillment side, implement it. Don't waste a single like the moment you find something, implement. Like for example, at first when I started my A&T, when we did our first like 8K month, it was all about information, and I was told post on YouTube about like agency stuff, like not like it's like how to run an agency. It's more like in my niche, like how to run ads for roofers and things like that. Dude, I did that. We started closing more clients, and I'm telling you right now, we were hopping on calls with people, and people were like, "Yeah, I also saw your YouTube channel. I watched all your videos. It's valuable." Boom, like they bought. Like when you get the information, it brings me back to my second point. When you get the information, bro, implement it as soon as possible, man. Like I'm talking like ASAP. Whatever, like everyone, like whoever's watching this video right now, you learn at least a few things in this video. You learn, like, even if you're at 5, 10, or maybe 15 or 20, even at 25, anywhere you are, you learn something from this video. Now, don't go ahead and waste it. Don't go ahead and waste it and just kind of just move on to the next video. Implement it, or actually like put it on your to-do list to do as soon as possible. Whatever you learn yourself, go ahead and implement it. And I want you guys to go ahead and leave this video with a keynote of something that all you guys can implement. If you're not tracking your numbers, start tracking your numbers. Track your acquisition system. Like if it's emails, ads, whatever. I want you to calculate how much of this am I doing for me to acquire an appointment. How many appointments it take me to close? What's your close rate? What's my what's my show rate? And just do the math all around it. Just do the math all around it. You know what? Actually, let's do that right now. Since I'm on a doc. So let's say, for example, I'll do ads one and also let's like a SMS one. Ads. We're spending $100 a day, and on a monthly basis, we're spending $3,000, and we're making, let's say, 12K back, right? And average, let's like ticket on the front end is average cash per call. Actually, average cash per close, let's say 2K, right? So on 2K, that's about 6 clients. And so basically, if it's 3,000 divided by 6, that equals, I'm not the best at math, that's for 500, right? So basically, every time we spend $500 on the ads, we get a client out of it, right? And you spend 3K, right? So now imagine if you spent, let's say you spent, how much? Okay, let's say about 6K, right? So it means that if you spend 6K on ads, equals you close 12 clients. And what's 12 times 2? 24K. If you spend 9,000 on ads, that would be about, how many clients is that? That would be 18 clients. And 2 times 18, that would be about, I suck on math. That'd be about 36K. You see, like, I hope you guys understand this. Like, you can take this in anything. Like, if you do the math around your numbers, how much am I spending on ads? What's going on? Blah, blah. Like, it's just like, it goes back to my first point. It's a volume issue. If you spend more on ads, you'll make more money. If you did more SMS, you'll make more money. If you did more emails, you make more money. Whatever your outreach method is, if you do more, you will make more money. This is how you make more money with your agency, right? And as you're making money, you're improving your fulfillment because you have more money to invest back into your business. And as your fulfillment gets better, you make more money in your back end. When you make money on your back end and your front end, oh man, that's where you're fucking rich. So go ahead and fucking log in, right? And actually implement everything you learned in this video. You sat through this whole video because you're actually serious, and that's a good thing. So let's go and log in. Let's go and get to work, and I'll see you guys in the next video.